Hello, my lovely friends. Today we are doing a pick a card reading that is what's going to make you feel better right now. Okay, so it's not a 3-card read or a 4-card read. It's just however many cards came out. I may pull more cards as we go along. I may not. I've got some chakra stones as well. Don't think about what cards are in these piles, right? Like if you're trying to like analyze which cards are going to be in them, because some of the cards you can see, don't think that it means what you think it means, okay? Because how the cards are going to be read is based on what other cards are in this pile and what is channeled with the cards, okay? So if you know anything about tarot or you know anything about oracle card reading, just be with the energy of the card piles when you choose your pile. And then you basically get to select a pile. If you don't know how this works, is you like take a few deep breaths, really connect with your own energy, you know. You think about what card pile is going to help you feel better right now, and then you select based on what intuitively you're guided to. Okay, so this is group number 1, this is group number 2, and this is group number 3. And then just watching the video, I'll announce which group I'm doing, and then you can see what messages there are for you in these cards. Okay, so don't mind my squeaky chair in the background. Okay. All right, let's get into your reading, okay? So group 1, group 2, group 3. Pause the video if you need to, and I'm going to start reading now. Okay, perfect. All right, so here's what you got. Group number 1, if you chose group number 1, for you to feel better right now. First off, you have to remember you're your own light, the sun. You've got to remember what makes you special and connect with that self, that source. I know this seems pretty simple, and a lot of times it is. But you may have been trying to reconnect with that inner light, and it might just not feel like it's working. Okay, so I want to look into that, okay? A couple things in here. I'm not going to read these cards like necessarily in order. Sometimes I do them in order. But you've got a chakra stone here for the root, okay? So I don't know if you do any chakra clearing or chakra balancing, but your root chakra is the one that's for, you know, security and stability, safety, like the root of your entire existence, really. And your root chakra is not in balance. So if you can do any chakra clearing meditations, if you can do things to really like clear that, sometimes you can listen to chakra clearing music, some kind of meditation music, really start to allow yourself to feel safe and at peace and comfortable in whatever situation that you're in, right? So one of the things that I'm getting from this is that you're thinking a lot about the external and thinking a lot about the things that are not working in your life. And it's important for you to get clear on you and your base. If you look at this is like almost the exact same color, but this sun, the sun card, it radiates from the center, and it's very solid and dark in the center, but radiating out and gets lighter and lighter and lighter. So think of the sun right here in this instance as having like a firm foundation for which the light can radiate out. For you, it's important for you to get clear on your roots, get some stability with you. You know, sometimes things don't feel that stable, and that's true, but the more that we think about what's wrong, the more we start to attract things that are wrong. If you look at this picture here too, right? There's this guy. It's the Five of Pentacles, and he's outside. He looks like he's very, very cold. He's in the snow. He's sitting down. He looks like he's in a dark and depressed kind of place, right? And this is pointing to the right, which is indicating to me that you're projecting your thoughts into things that you don't necessarily want for your future, right? Like you kind of have like this sad, hopeless space. And don't get me wrong, like it doesn't mean that like you're regularly a hopeless person or whatnot, but like in this time when you want to feel better, you've got the energy of feeling like things aren't going to work out. Okay, so it's not like a complete despair for a lot of you. Some of you guys, you know, you really have a hard time predicting what your future is going to look like without having some kind of elements that aren't working for you, right? But what's missing is you connecting to your inner light. You connecting to your inner light and really getting clear in the safety and stability and trusting that life is going to unfold for you and work out for you in ways that that will be really good and beneficial for you. Okay? The Mother of Pentacles here. All right? Yeah, that's the Mother of Pentacles. Okay, great. So the Mother of Pentacles, you've kind of lost some patience. And, you know, maybe your home's a bit of a mess. Maybe things are just not the way that you want them to be. Maybe there's, like, maybe things just aren't put in the right places, or you have too much stuff, or, you know, some of you guys might not even have enough stuff. But what it is you don't feel that everything's in order in your own life. Okay, the vibe I'm getting is like, you know, when you want to do something or be something or whatever, but you feel like things aren't there yet, or you're not quite in the position, you can't stand out and look this certain way because you don't have that taken care of. I'm going to give just a random example, just so you guys kind of, to illustrate the point, but it could apply in so many different ways. But it's like you can't go out and look the way that you want to because you don't have the outfits that you want. So you can't be as strong and powerful as you really want to go and portray yourself as because you just don't have what you need. So that's one example. But I mean, it could be like you don't feel confident and capable, or something in your life isn't working. So therefore you can't be out in your life in another way because you're going to feel like a fraud. You know, there's a lot of that going on within you at this time. Like, you're not connected to your like loving and patient and kind self. So you're kind of getting really like your patience is getting thin with the way that you're feeling. Okay. That's the vibe that I'm getting. And you know, you really wish that you could be more loving and patient and whatnot, but you're pressuring yourself to be able to have things work and have things the way that you want them to be. But since they're not, you're making yourself like bad and wrong, and you just kind of feel crappy. That's what I'm getting. This reading is about how to shift that, though, how to feel better right now. So what's kind of neat is this card here. This is from it's a healing deck, but it's Gentle Messages for Healing from Nature's Divas Oracle Card Guide Deck, or Guidebook, sorry. A friend of mine actually made these cards. They're pretty neat. She does a lot with essential oils, and she does color therapy and different things. But what you got is cardamom. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe in again and release. I am cardamom, and I help with releasing past traumas and experiences, balancing the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual energy bodies. Do you have past experiences that are blocking you from moving forward? Are you at a place where you need rest and heal? Are you at a place where you need to rest and heal before you can move ahead? It is time to create a quiet, sacred space for you. Which is kind of neat because we've got the root, right? And we were talking about safety and stability and whatnot. And you need that space for yourself. It's going to feel like you can really like ground yourself and clear some of this stuff. You've had traumas, you've had hurts, you are healing from things. And yeah, so it's interesting that it's talking about creating that quiet, sacred space. So the exercise is to create a space where you can go to sit and meditate with no interruptions. Have a journal, a pen, items that bring you joy, some flowers and crystals. In my case, it would be crayons. You know, give me crayons and a book, and I will feel much better. Sit in your special space and breathe. Notice the peacefulness that envelops you in a nice warm hug. Breathe in my essence, connecting the child within. So you may not actually have cardamom oil, but imagine breathing in the essence of this plant, like this. People use it in cooking like it's a spice. So imagine breathing in the essence, even if you don't know what it smells like, but imagine breathing in this spice is going to help you release all of the physical, mental, and emotional energy that's there. Okay? So reach out to him or her. That's your inner child within, okay? Embrace them with a big hug. Provide reassurance that they're okay and that you are safe. Again, going back to the root chakra, you need to know that you're safe. Forgive. Forgive yourself as well as others. It might take a while, but by forgiving, you're allowing yourself to move forward. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Release and forgive. Feel the weight lifted off your shoulders. Move ahead. So your affirmation is, I heal the parts within me that now need love and attention. I release what no longer serves me. So repeat that out loud if you can right now. And if you can't, just say it to yourself inside your mind. Okay, so the affirmation. I heal the parts within me now that need love and attention. I release what no longer serves me. Okay, so group number 1, for you to feel better right now, align with your core self by forgiving yourself and others, by loving your inner child, by creating a safe space for you, something that's quiet, comfortable. If you're in a space that's loud and noisy, find something that brings you a little bit of peace. In my particular life, peace might be the feeling of having a blanket that has a comfortable feeling that makes me feel cozy. So even in the midst of chaos, even in the midst of things happening, you'll still be able to find something that's going to bring you a little bit of that safe, comforting feeling. Okay, so your job today is to create that safe, comforting feeling and to really allow yourself to breathe in peace, breathe out, and breathe in healing, breathe out any traumas, anything. Just comfort yourself. Real compassion and love for yourself and your inner child. Okay, that will allow you to connect with your own sun, your own inner love light again, and start to radiate it out. And you'll have that naturally happen when you allow yourself to create that safe space for you and that loving space for you. Give love to yourself. All right, that is all I have for you, group number 1. Hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it makes a difference for you today and that you feel better. We will see you soon. Don't forget to like the video. Yeah, it would really be great. Thank you so much. Okay, group number 2. If you chose group number 2, this is your reading. Just give me a moment to tune in with the cards, okay? All right, group number 2. If you chose group number 2, your immediate response to what's going to help you feel better is to surrender. I want to make sure you don't take this the wrong way. Okay, so hear me when I'm saying this. So, let go. Give in. Try not to force things. Try not to fight so hard. Try not to do so much or make everything work. Not to try to figure out all the answers. Really surrender your fears, your thoughts, your worries, all of that, and let it go. Some people who are watching this are going to be religious, and so therefore I could say let it go into God's hands. Some people watching this are not going to be religious, and so whatever you feel that you can let go to, do that. It's have you ever noticed when you try to control something so much, it's things get harder? Or if you try, the harder you try on something, the harder things become. Well, this is like having faith and trust in the universe and in yourself that everything's going to work out, right? So your immediate thing for you to feel better is to let go of feeling that you need to take care of everything yourself. You need to recognize that you're not alone. You need to allow for miracles to come. Allow yourself to be in the space to have things work out for you, okay? You also got the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So the knight is like very forceful and determined, and the queen is like very perceptive and sharp. So this is exactly it. It's like this energy that you're in right now is like you're looking to the future. You've got to figure things out. You have to make sure that you're gonna win at all costs. You're gonna have things like these people are ready to go into battle. Okay, you know, this one might even already be in battle, but it's like ready to fight. Like you've got a vision, or you've got an opinion, or a way that you think things should be, and you feel that you need to make it happen. So it could be that you're working on something big, or, you know, there's something in your life right now that's very, very important to you. And it's like, kind of like you got to win at all costs kind of feeling. And your job to feel better, because things aren't necessarily going your way, and that's why you're watching this reading, because you want to feel better, is to let go and not feel that you have to control all of the outcomes. Because when you're so forceful and determined and you know, you're moving towards this, it doesn't allow space for things to naturally happen. You're like pushing, pushing, pushing. Meanwhile, think of water. Water is something that erodes, but can flow around things, and it's also very soft. Okay? So you've got to think that it's not just like the straight through way that can get things done. There are other ways to do that. And when you're so forceful and you're so determined, you don't always see what's possible. Okay. Also, by allowing yourself to surrender, you give yourself a break. You give yourself a break to like emotionally heal and take some time for you and for some self-care, and really like have some peace. You know, like the energy here is not peace. It's like, I've got to get this done. This has to happen. You know, like maybe you're being driven by various things. Maybe you're being driven by finances or career or kids or, you know, health or relationship or, you know, thoughts, like opinions from others or whatever it is. Maybe you're just driving yourself because you feel inadequate. Regardless of what it is that's happening, it's like trying to push through, and it's kind of like exhausting, the feeling. Like you can do it, you know you can do it, but you're not feeling that great while doing it. And there are times that you do feel great, but I mean, in this moment, this is why you're watching this video. Okay, so from the Nature's Divas deck, we've got fennel, and we've also got Palo Alto. So these are specific healing. These are healing oils or healing seeds, healing plants. But I'm going to see what their properties are for you, okay? Because there's going to be messages in here for you as well. So fennel. Breathe. Release. Breathe. Relax. Breathe. Rejuvenate. Perfect, because this is like you don't take time for breathing and slowing down. So I'm here to help you take time for self-care. We were just talking about self-care. So it's time for you to give yourself some space from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. You've been running on a hamster wheel, afraid of stepping off. That's a question. Have you been running on a hamster wheel, afraid of stepping off? The time now is for you. Taking care of yourself is so important. It actually helps you to be more productive and focused. Instead of you trying to force everything, it will actually help. So just as I have the various parts of my plant, the root system, stems, leaves, flowers, and seeds, you wear many different hats each day, creating the different aspects of who you are. It is time to take the hats off and be. So the exercise is for you to give yourself time to just be each day. Sit quietly with a journal and pen. Sitting quietly allows messages to be received from source. Ask questions. Connect with the hidden nuances of who you are. Journal the responses and messages. These are so helpful as you move through your journey. Try sitting quietly in nature. Even stepping outside in the fresh air and taking a few deep breaths can do wonders for your well-being. Self-care is all about just reconnecting with yourself and taking time to just be. The affirmation from Fennel is, I give myself permission to take time out for me. Yeah, this indicates you're totally not. You're totally not. You're just having to keep go, you know, and you're not slowing down. So your affirmation is, I give myself permission to take time out for me. Think that to yourself or say that out loud. I give myself permission to take time out for me. The next one is Palo Santo. Imagine resting under the shade of my tree. Your back is against my trunk and my leaves are rustling in the breeze. Feel the energy from me as well as from Mother Earth as you sit here quietly resting. Breathe through your heart center. Actually, this was your chakra stone. Sorry, we're going to go there in a minute. So breathe through your heart center, enjoying the sights and sounds of nature. I'm Palo Santo, and I help ground and center you. Here's your exercise. Questions to ask yourself. Oh, by the way, when you guys are doing these and these cards come up, right, you might want to actually like pause the video, do the exercise. You know, you might want to rewind the video periodically because these ones are specific healing things. They give you activities with them. So when I'm doing these readings and anytime I'm using these cards, it's not just listening to something. Like you can listen, obviously, and just take what you get and bring it into your day. But you can also do the exercises and activities that I'm bringing in here with these, okay? So just remember that. So have you been feeling off these days? Not able to focus? Trying to be everything to everyone? Is it time to take time out? Time to refocus on what matters and release the insecurities and fear that you've been holding on to. Time to realize all you have to be is who you are. Read that again. All you have to be is who you are. Think about that for a moment. How does that make you feel? That you are enough just as you are. Step into nature, sit against a tree, feel the energy pulsing from the bark and Mother Earth. Understand that we are perfect just as we are, as you and nothing more. Just be. Be who you are wholeheartedly. Be confident and secure within yourself. Your affirmation is I am the one and only version of me. I am enough. So say that out loud to yourself or even in your mind. I am the one and only version of me. I am enough. Okay? So that one is Palo Santo. The other thing is you have your chakra crystal is actually for your third eye. So you haven't been slowing down enough for you really to tune into who you are and your intuition. Your third eye is it's access for you to be able to see things, to be able to tap into, you know, when I'm doing my meditations and I tap into my third eye, it's like whole new worlds open up. It's really expanded consciousness. And yeah, you really do need to tune into your intuition and really get grounded. So yeah, take the time for yourself. Stop trying to force everything to happen. For you to feel better, you really do. Like getting out in nature or even somewhere where there's grass or like, I thought about trees and some people don't necessarily have a lot of trees around them, but I thought if you can get outside and you can get to a park or whatever, yes, sit around a tree or sit at a tree, but connect with the earth. However you do it, wherever you are, connect with the earth and allow yourself maybe to soak up some sunshine, to like if it's winter for you and there's snow or whatever, still go somewhere for a couple minutes that's outside that you can feel the quiet and you can be with that peace and serenity. Even that will allow you to start connecting with your intuition and doing things again. You can connect through meditation. You can do some chakra clearing. Okay, lots of good YouTube videos on chakra clearing to open up your third eye. And also you can get these crystals, these stones. Okay, so that's like a dark blue. Looks almost black in here, but it's actually a dark blue. So yes, that is what I have for you. Group number 1, surrender, let go, create peace within yourself, and you will have wonderful things open up for you. And not everything's going to fall apart. Okay, that's something you really have to know and trust. Not everything's going to fall apart. That's a fear panic cycle that you created when you were much younger. So you really need to trust in the process and allow yourself to provide yourself some self-care, and it will help with everything that you're working on. Okay? Thanks so much, and I will talk to you soon. See you in another reading. Okay, so this one of the cards fell on the floor, so I have to get that. I just want to make sure you actually have all the cards for your reading. And we're going to get into it. So if you chose group number 3, these are the cards that you got. This is so cool. All right, so for you to feel better right now. Okay. So here we go. You got the heart chakra stone, okay? This nice, beautiful green stone. All right. You also got the 9 of Pentacles. You got a Petaterine. Tell me if I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Petite Grain. I was reading that wrong. Awesome. This writing is really fantastic, but sometimes I get the letters mixed up, okay? So this card I've never seen before, and it's Petite Grain. You got Copaiba and Rosemary. And you also got my financial success does not require hard work. So just let me tune into the energy of these cards and I will help you to feel better. Okay, group number 3. What do they need to know to feel better? Well, obviously the first thing that you do need to know is that your financial success does not require hard work. You are very close to having everything that you do want. You've got the happy, healthy home. You're looking for like that, just that little bit of extra thing that you want for your abundance and for complete and true fulfillment. All right, so you've got this, and you're just working harder than you want to be working, or you're trying to figure out that missing piece that's going to allow you to have everything. Okay, so you may understand that that you really do have the world at your fingertips, but there are some things that are missing from the puzzle that you want. Some things that are missing from the piece of your I'm hearing the piece of your pie, but you don't just want a piece of pie. You want to have it all, okay? And not that you want to take away from other people. That's not your intention. But your intention is to really live a great life, and you want to know what is going on with that. I'm actually going to hop into this because this is going to give me a bit more information. Okay, so you've got Petite Grain, and you have Rosemary and Copaiba. So. Petite Grain, breathe in. Feel a sense of calm begin to fill your body. Breathe out tension, stress, and longings for things that no longer serve you or who you are becoming. Breathe in again. Breathing in my essence. I'm Petite Grain, and I'm here to help you become your best self. That's actually what you're looking for in accordance to this. Like you're very close, and you're continually looking for more and more answers. You're very intuitive. Your third eye is open. You're really you're open to the world, and you have, right now you have a limited perspective, but it's like you want to open things up even more. You want to take off that limiting perspective that you've got and see what else is out there. Okay. It says, are you just beginning a new chapter in your life where you want to remove certain behaviors and habits? Are there changes you want or you're making, but the longing or the addiction to them is sometimes just too great? I'm here to help. Bring me along to use when you're fearful or the longings get too great to bear. I will be there beside you step by step. So, it says, breathe in the essence through your nose. Visualize my essence as a laser discharging light in those places where addictions are lurking. Breathe deep into this area. Release through your mouth a blast of air, as if you're blowing out candles, removing the feeling of longing. Continue this exercise until you feel a release. Feel a sense of lightness fill the area. Smile to yourself, knowing that this will have amazing rewards moving forward. You are awesome. Yeah, sometimes the addiction doesn't necessarily have to be often when people think of addictions, they think of drug or alcohol or sex or gambling, these different kinds of addictions. Often addictions are just sometimes it can be an obsessive need to be better and better as well. And so depending on who's watching this, that might be something that resonates with you. I'm going to check into the other ones because this reading, to be totally honest, is not 100% for me yet. And I'm just channeling what comes to me. But what comes to me is that you know, you see possibility for all these wonderful things. You might even have a lot of wonderful things, but you're not quite there. It's like you're always wanting more. And this is what I'm getting. Okay. So the affirmation is, I am strong in my commitment to myself to be the best me I can possibly be. Yeah, so that is a big message for you, is like not to be the best that anybody can be. It's really to be the best you that you can be. So it's not a competition between you and other people. It's really just about becoming the best version of yourself. Okay. All right. We've also got Kapeva. And I hope I'm pronouncing these words right. Oh, well, I don't know, because in the book it says IABA and here it says AIBA. So maybe it's Kopiaba. Either way, soft and gentle is me, Kopiaba. I help you slow down and look around. What do you see? Breathe. Take in all that is around you. Notice and acknowledge the little things. Our days can be taken over by busyness, and before we know it, another day has passed. With all of this doing and lists, there doesn't seem to be any time for stepping outside and just being. Commit to yourself to take just a few moments, or to take a few moments each day to be. So your exercise is, imagine stepping through a door. The noise quiets. Any heaviness is released from your body, and you're now standing in a beautiful forest. You feel peaceful and happy. Stand barefoot in the grass or sit against a tree. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sit quietly and feel the energy from Mother Earth. Feel the connection to the tree. The energy that is flowing through the roots, up the trunk, into its branches and out its leaves. Imagine yourself as the tree, receiving energy from Mother Earth. Feel it rising within you, up through your feet, your arms, hips, torso, chest, and out your fingers. Sit with this feeling for a few minutes and just be. Your affirmation for this is, I connect with the energy of nature daily to fuel my soul and recharge. I feel recharged just reading that. That's one of the things. That's one of your keys, by the way, is you have this, but instead of necessarily looking everywhere for it and trying to work harder to make everything work, you know, it's really just being and allowing things to come to you and radiating that love from your heart center. So you may want to do some heart chakra clearing work. Now we've got Rosemary. That's the last one for this. Again, this one is also saying just be. It says, take in the beauty that surrounds you. Open your senses to discover the magnificence of nature in all its splendor. This is really great because I'm not going to go through the entire thing. This one, the affirmation is, I take time to notice the beauty and splendor of nature. This one is just confirmation. So all of them. So the petite grain was alluding to some kind of addiction. And the addiction sounds like it's really needing to work hard and do better. Okay. I'm getting like keeping up with the Joneses or having more. And you really do have that desire to have that abundant life and have everything fulfilled. But there's something very empty that comes with not seeing what's possible or being stuck in the rat race and doing. Okay. So the more you're able to just be and trust that everything will be there, everything work out, you are provided for. Imagine your bank account is exactly the way that you want it to be. I don't mean this in like an airy-fairy kind of way, but it's like creating within yourself that peace and trust that you know everything's fine. Because then you're not going to be like looking everywhere for everything and scrambling to make everything work. You're not going to be working so hard to have and accumulate all of the things, because you're going to have some trust, which means you're going to be able to enjoy the present more, enjoy the things around you more. You'll be able to tune into the answers easier because you're not cluttered with other thoughts. So these answers for how things can be become more abundant and you can have all of the pieces come together, will just come to you naturally. You're not going to have to force them. You're not going to have to like see what's missing and figure it out all the time. Because you're just going to know. You're not going to have to chase it. Things that you want, you're not going to have to chase. So just recognize that you are a master manifester. You're a master creator. Everything comes from your heart center. And when you're not trusting, you're not allowing for that alignment of all good. So just do a heart center chakra clearing. Allow your energy to come back into balance because you have everything that it takes. And you don't need to pressure yourself to do better. So take some of that pressure off. Allow yourself to go into nature and breathe. These are some things that are going to help you feel better. Okay? Trust that you have everything. You know, it's all around you. Notice successes. Notice every single thing that is a success or a joy for you, and really like be at peace. See all the things that you've created. Take stock of your accomplishments. Don't compare yourself to others, and really like get that the world is your playground. You have everything, and you know there's nothing that you actually need other than to be. And when you can allow yourself to be, all of the things that you want will start to appear. Okay, so thanks so much for coming to me with this, like joining me today. Please give it a like, and that would make my day. Okay, thanks so much. Take care. Bye.